Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
You want to go for a walk? Oh, I can't. I got the wrong lens. Well, the best
The
camera.
best camera is the one,
It's a one.
the secondary one she has with her.
This is gonna cost you.
I can see when you see a wine tasting.
It's all about the downtown experience.
It may not be Sunday, but it is close enough.
Well, I think we are on.
We are on,
Hi, I'm Michael,
and I'm Grace.
and we are California Travel Videos.
Welcome, everybody. Hi,
Hey,
Little
hey,
Bang
hey.
for your bucks. You're partying today too. You hit that 1,000. Congratulations.
Indeed, way to go.
It is a big day, a big moment. We are ready to partay. We have some wine from beautiful Sonoma County. So, hi, Linda. Nice for you to make it. We've got
Yeah,
some
good.
prizes coming up. Lots
New
of fun
Horizons
stuff.
is here. I'm sorry, Grace, you were saying?
We have some prizes coming up. Lots of fun stuff. Hello, New Horizons.
So we're off to a very interesting part of the year here. You know, once you kind of clear that first hurdle, whatever you defined it as, and we were fortunate. We had our 4,000 hours quite a while back, and so then it was getting the 1,000 subs. And I'm not sure how it is for those of you out there who are trying, but it's kind of like you've got the two balls you were juggling there, at any rate. So, yeah, it's been kind of a interesting journey. We'll have to talk about that. I think we're going to have some people who have made our life very special. We should invite them on. Grace,
Definitely.
you want to go ahead and? Oh, look at that!
I'm doing my exercises.
I like it.
We would love for Mike and Teresa with Ment, the number 2, BERVing to join us. We've got a lot of things to give because it is a community effort that we support each other and keep each other going. So we're so grateful that you've been here with us during this journey. And here's my exercise now.
That's right. Pop the cork.
From the minute you walk
You walked
in
in
the
the joint.
I could tell you were a real big
Big spender.
A man
Of
distinction.
distinction.
So I have to tell you about our glasses. This
Yes,
is from
tell
my
us about
good
the
friend,
glasses.
and you can't really see it, and I can't get the, oh, there you can a little bit. So if you pour it to this level, it's LOL. If you pour it to the next level, it's OMG. And if you fill it to the rim, it's WTF. Woohoo! We got some partiers in the house. Michael, you
And
wanna
here
bring on the
comes
guest?
a special guest. Teresa, can you hear us?
Hello. Teresa.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I like that. She's got a party pooper popper
Wow, honey, we don't even have something like that.
and a brewski. I know she's got the props. I mean, well, you know, when it'll be years, maybe centuries before we can be up to Teresa's level. And who knows, she'll be out of the universe by then, but she knows how to run a
Hold
show.
on. We are carrying this into the house so that we can stay connected.
Oh, the house.
I'm going to
I
go in the
wonder where-
basement and be back.
Okay.
Take a
Into the
delivery.
basement and she'll be back. Okay. Kathleen, howdy. How are you
I'll be
doing,
right back.
kiddo? Good to have you here tonight. And yeah, we're just kind of getting in the mood here for it. Teresa says she's going to have to go downstairs and get a good solid internet connection. But oh, and I've lost Grace too. So I'm kind of running solo here. Uh-oh. Oh no, oh yes. Look at this.
Ta-da! Wait a minute. How come I
This
can't
right over
see?
here. This is the baby.
Right, but I can't see. There I am.
Yeah,
Oh,
right
it's
there.
delayed. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for all your hard work.
Mwah.
That made it worth it right there. So, and mine is, I guess, the same thing. So I'm a LOLer, so didn't make the OMG or W something F. Those of you who know what that means, I would say what the middle initial is. But great to be kind of going to that next spot as we started to talk about. And so, yeah, Grace, should we start off with a little bit of our history, the backstory, the beginning, and the progression, as well as our challenges?
Where did Teresa go? Was it something I said?
She said she had to go downstairs, actually. Hey, Ray is here too. Mr. Van
Hello,
Life
Ray.
Rocks. Yeah, baby. Good to have you here, bro.
Definitely.
Mo Bang, tell us how you feel about that. I'm kind of curious, is that he's, I'm sure he's got some lessons he'd like to share with us too.
I know. I would love to have him join us. Would you be interested in joining us, Mobang?
Yeah, if so, hey, we've got room. We can take up to, I think, 9 people.
Mobank. Mobank for your books.
I like that. And Amy, good to have you here too. And thank you very much for your thoughts there. Yeah, 1K. It's well, it's kind of funny how you go in and sort of like a sprint. You run some and then you got to kind of go the marathon. And sometimes it's like, man, am I making any progression? Fortunately, we didn't have any of those where some people lose 50 or 100 or things like that. So the algorithm wasn't too hard on us, was it, Grace?
The algorithm?
Yeah, the YouTube algorithm that says how many subs you've got.
You're using those big words again, aren't you?
Didn't think so.
Ah, Teresa is back with us. Welcome.
We made it back.
Hello, ha.
And
You said-
cheers.
You said you're going down in the basement. Cheers, but it looks like you're upstairs.
Oh, I like your basement. I'll drink
We've
to
been
that.
outdoors.
Cheers, Teresa.
Yes, cheers, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you for all your very hard help. You kind of, I guess I would say, one of the top 3 people that inspired us and kind of got us to where we were a little bit more excited about the live streaming. Wouldn't you say, Grace?
Oh, definitely. You know, Teresa is big on community. And a lot of this journey is community. We need each other to feed off of, to get ideas, to inspire, to motivate. So
We all do.
without the community, I don't think we would have made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely the community is what it's all about. And y'all have definitely been a great asset to that. We love having y'all part of it. So
Well, I'm not sure if I'm better in the after hours things we do, but during the show, I always enjoy participating too. And you've got a wonderful community. And I think also is that you inspire us. And isn't that one of the great things about people that are in our community, where they're, you know, the real deal, and they just, they give so much back, I guess. Wouldn't you say?
Definitely. And speaking of community, I want to go ahead and introduce our guest, Nate. And maybe he will bring some of his furry friends with him tonight.
yes.
Hey, wouldn't that be
Grand
nice?
Cloud Adventures. So I'm going to bring Nate up here with us. Maybe we
Nice.
can even get Khaleesi and we'll have a meeting. Nate, do you have any female huskies that want to have babies?
I don't. Both of mine are Samoyeds. They're both rescued, so they both came fixed. But and I might be able to call them up a little bit later. I tore, because I'm selling the house and finishing my semester, we tore down the little studio that we had in their room that made them easier to show off. But
Wow. You got a lot of balls you're juggling yourself there, aren't you? What's going on?
yeah, I've got a lot going on until I can get on the road. Got to finish
Yeah.
the semester, get the house sold, and figure out the travel trailer and get that all sorted out. But it's all going to be worth it.
You are definitely going to do that downgrading to the 400 square foot, huh?
Yep. I just started. I've sold a couple of the bigger items. I sold my super big treadmill yesterday, which was a pain to get out of the basement. Sold some of the living room furniture and the bedroom sets next. So once I get rid of that, everything is a lot smaller after that, hopefully.
I think
Man.
that's one of the things I love too, is watching our dreams actually be fulfilled and being able to accomplish what our goals were when we initially started out, to see this beautiful country and to share it with our friends and our family. So you're doing it.
Absolutely.
Congratulations. We are having a drink to congratulate everything under the sun tonight.
Way to go, Nate. Yes.
Congratulations.
And, we kind of linked up with you later on as we're getting closer. But, man, as we got in that, 25 to 20 is Nate kind of, I don't know if he gave us a goose in the hinder or what, but he really kind of helped propel us that last bit on the sprint, didn't you? Thank you.
Yes,
Absolutely.
he did. In fact, he was actually very, very inspirational that last 6 to 7. I think we were at 992 or 993.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on his show, his live show. I didn't go on physically, but I was in the chat room, and something came up about how close we were. And a lot of his viewers came on over and hit that subscription button, and bam, we were there. So a big shout out. Thanks so much. See, it's Husky love. And by the way, I know you said Samoyed, and I've got a couple questions on that, because we were told that Kaliki is 100% Siberian Husky. And then his blue eyes definitely say he is. And for the longest time, yes, he's Siberian Husky, 100% Siberian Husky. But I'm starting to realize that boy is way too lovable to be 100% Siberian Husky.
Doesn't have the attitude or what?
Huh?
Doesn't have the sassiness and the attitude of a husky or what?
No.
I was gonna say, when Michael's had him on a couple live streams, I think, and of course, me and my white dogs, I immediately remember you guys. But yeah, compared to my dogs, very well behaved, very well trained. Everybody says, Nate, your dogs are very well trained. I'm like, they wait for food, and I can tell them to sit, but they're not the best trained. I love them to death, but I wish they were better trained. But they came from various situations, and I do the best I can with them. But you're Kaliki, right? Kaliki is an amazing dog over there. Yeah.
Well, but yours are lovers. I will say that the one that's always there close to you, and Kaliki is like, when we give him a treat or food or scratch him or things, he'll be around then. But he's like, okay, dude, I'm going to go to where it's cooler in the house. It's always like, it's not freezing here. So, I don't need to be so close, but as long as you understand what their needs are, then they're going to try to give you what your needs are also.
Yeah.
And mine are the same way. Like right now, we had 90 yesterday and 85 today. So that's why they're downstairs right now on the tile, right? They don't want to be upstairs.
You were in Nebraska?
Bingo. Tile.
Yep. Near Omaha.
Yeah, it's starting to pick up on the heat, and our dog too will go for the tile. Where are you at now, Teresa?
I'm in Idaho, and we'll be headed to Oregon in a few days.
Ooh, she's
Okay.
bracketing her target. She's kind of stealthing it, aren't
I
you?
know that's kind of odd though, because we're headed to Oregon.
No, I wonder. It's gonna be fun.
Now, are you guys going up to Oregon too? I've heard about this meetup. Very cool.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
fun. I'll be right
It
back.
is.
Let's see if the Husky will join us. And the Husky, 20% Samoyed.
Now, we've had the pleasure to meet Michael, but we didn't get to meet Grace. So I'm really excited about getting to meet Grace. That's definitely going to be a pleasure.
Exactly. It's going to be a fun time. And,
It is.
you might want to just kind of hop on our Rad Power bikes, well, Rad Cities, I guess, but kind of see how that electric bike thing's going, because they've been thinking about kind of getting some ways to see some of the countryside too, aren't you?
Yes, we're definitely looking at the e-bikes and the various brands and trying to make a decision on which we want, because we're definitely getting them. We were just looking at those last night, I think, after one of your talks and videos.
Oh, okay. Well, it turns out they're pretty popular videos too. People like to see what's going on, and I think also the countryside. If you've got like a GoPro action camera, even a cell phone like you like to use, is that it all works as long as you got a little bit of stabilization going on. And so, oh, by the way, the company. Well, they have their main facilities up in Seattle, but in many states, they do have a place where you can take them out for test drives. You know, they don't really go through a distributor, so they keep their costs down to $1,500. And yeah, if you need to go above and beyond to take a look at different models, like we talked about the folding one or the fat tire ones, is that it's kind of nice. Grace and I did a test drive north of San Francisco, about 20 miles. Kind of towards San Rafael, and we had a blast on them, didn't we, honey?
You know, well, the first time I was really kind of apprehensive and nervous, and Michael was still in the seducing mode. So the first time he rode, and did I ride the first time? I'm not sure. Anyway, the second time when I had to step through, he had a very hard time getting me off. And it was just a test drive. And I was like, I don't want to get off. I want to keep riding. So, yeah, the second time I was 100% sold.
Yeah, we rode a set when we were down in Quartzsite, and we had a blast. And we were like, oh, yeah, definitely. So it's happening. And I did go get me an Osmo Action. So I'm ready. I got the helmet and gear.
Oh, baby, an Osmo Action. That is great. Yeah, you were kind of... The DJI kind of got you in on that one there. And Mike's got the, what is it? The Mini Air, I guess, model, I think is what he has.
Yeah.
Or the Air 2. Yeah. And you've got the Osmo.
Mavic Air.
Mavic Air. Yeah. And so you're a full DJI family now.
Yeah. Well, it was tough. I really didn't know. And I couldn't make that decision, you know, between the Hero and the Osmo or what. But, you know, hey.
Yeah, they're both good. Sometimes you have to take things what the support network is, but these are light and they're fairly sturdy, so they're not likely to break. You can get extra insurance on those if you need to, but I think you'll enjoy it to the max.
Just gotta get that bike.
I want to take a moment and give a shout out to BD Crafts and More. She says, due to my heart surgery I had 11 years ago, she can't travel too far. Y'all have helped me see places I can only wish I could have seen before. So, I want to thank you for saying that, because for me, when we first started, I think a lot of it had to do with sharing that journey and taking people to places that they went. His mother is 94, my mother is 84, and they're not traveling anymore. So part of what we were doing was for them and for those that couldn't go. So for you to say that, we definitely thank you, because you are a big part of this journey.
That is so huge. Thank you so much for that, because it's, as I was just talking about Teresa and Mike inspiring us, there's so many others out there that, hi, Mike, how you doing there, big guy?
Doing good. How about you?
Speaking of the angel, we're kind of running high. We are going to have some fun in Oregon, I do declare.
Somebody said it was party time.
It is. It's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere.
Woo-hoo.
Hey, okay, Nate. Way to go, big guy.
Nate is getting ready to hit the road. You're going to go full time?
Yep.
I'm excited
Our hero.
for you.
Awesome, Nate. Where's your first place?
We're gonna go to northern. My first goal is to see the Northern Lights.
Awesome.
Wow.
You're going to Alaska?
Well, that's going to be the second year. I'm going to Alaska in 2022, but the first year I'm going to go up to northern Minnesota, Canada, if they let me, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So,
Well, honey, should I tell them?
Tell him.
Your dogs aren't going to want to come back.
Nate, have you ever heard of the book Winter Dance?
I haven't.
Oh man, it is that I don't read a lot of books, but it's about a man in Minnesota, and he's got a bunch of huskies, and he dreams of someday going to the Iditarod. And I won't tell you about when he gets up to the Alaska part of the story and does race in the Iditarod, as travails there. It's so funny. But when he's getting to where he wanted to take his dogs out, and he's got like a holdout vehicle, hardly any weight, but it has a steering wheel and a place where he can sit in it. And he harnesses up his dogs and figure, I'm going to take them through the cornfields and see how it goes. And as soon as you start harnessing them up, the dogs are just kind of, it's electric, and he knows that this is what they've been waiting for. And sure enough, they get going, and he doesn't have brakes on this thing, so wherever they want to go is where he's going. And he discovered that the cornfields have lots of skunks. And so the dogs got tagged. He got tagged. His wife wasn't going to let him in. He had to sleep with the dogs. And that was the pivotal point in his relationship with his dogs. Because once he slept with them, they accepted him as part of the pack. And after that, to his wife's chagrin, he slept with the dogs every night until he went up to the Iditarod. But if you get a chance, look at the book. And I think you'll find it's a very heartwarming story if you get a chance. Winter Dance is the name of it.
And real quick, I'm just going to jump in. I think he changed his name a little bit, but B&D Crafts and More, I think they're joking about it in chat. His name, if I'm thinking of the right person, that's actually Brian. So it's actually a guy, but
it's Brian. Yeah.
So hi,
Brian. Yeah. Just because somebody does crafts doesn't mean they have to be a gal.
That is true.
Thank you, Brian.
My oldest son's a perfect example of that. That dude is like forever coming up with the most ingenious ideas. Whatever junk he finds, he's one of those people that walk on the street and is always looking down because he's looking to see what he can pick up and find for art. Yeah, so he's a crafter for sure.
Yeah, he could repurpose dental floss and toothpicks or something. I don't know. It's just anything.
Yeah, I wish I had something here to show you, but he found like tin foil and little screws, and he made this little miniature motorcycle equipped with leather bags and everything on the side. It is phenomenal.
He almost never gives away any of his artwork. It'll never be done. You know how it is when we do our videos, but here's one that he did, which is an owl. And he does really, really good work, especially with his crafts. I mean, this was just some artwork, but you can see with his shading and attention to detail, he's got some of his mother's genetics, apparently.
So, honey, we're getting toward 25 minutes into the show, and we've got spinning the wheel we'd like to do.
We should start spinning the wheel a little bit now. Let's see, if you're interested in being a wheel spin, then what I'd like you to do is put like, how about the number 1 and hit the enter key, hit 1 and then the enter key, and I'll know who I should be getting in the big wheel spin. I think we're giving away $25 on the wheel spins. And, I was supposed to do this ahead of time. One of the things that YouTube says is you're supposed to have all of your terms and conditions filed. I mean, when it's a spin, it's like pretty intuitively obvious, but I'll just kind of say what the highlights are is anyone who wants to enter in the contest is included in the contest. The will be a spin of the wheel. You'll be watching me spin the wheel if I do this right. If not, pray for me. And you'll see the results of it. And after that, you'll just send an email to me. Grace will put the email address, but I'll tell you what it is, michael@californiatravelvideos.com. And once I get that, if you're the winner, then we will send you a email with the certificate for $25. And if you can take Amazon, that's great. If not, we'll work out something with PayPal or Venmo or however this thing works.
So can I play?
Family members. I think you have to be a 4-legged, and since you're 2-legged, Grace, I'm so sorry. I would love to have you. I'm so sorry. You always hurt the ones you love, sweetheart. And I'll give it about a minute before we go ahead and close out the contest here. And so I think what I'm going to need to do is to copy them over to the clipboard and we've got a handful so far. So what's that?
You want me to give you the names?
No, I think it'd be easier for me to cut and paste if I can do this right. I'm not saying that I'm going to do it right, but I've got to learn somehow. And so, but besides that, Grace has got, I think, 3 questions and at least $10, I guess.
Right.
You think that's enough there for the contest?
Okay, so we're a little late for National Parks Week, but because we are such avid supporters of the national parks, we want to play a little trivia question with them. And so these next questions, while Michael is putting in the spin the wheel, is going to be on the first right answer is $10 gift certificates. So let's find out how well you know your national parks. The first question is, this is actually, well, in my opinion anyway, a very easy question. And it's multiple choice, so I'll make it semi-easy for you. What was the first national park in America? Was it Yellowstone, Yosemite, Death Valley, or Arcadia? Put those answers in.
Now, should Danny get to play because he's been sponsoring like the national park?
Yes, but no peeking.
Okay, let's see. I see Kitty. Hi, Kitty. That's my girl. Let's see. Okay, so Kitty's, I have to put it up here. She says, congratulations on the 1,000 subscribers. Consider me family, but I'll answer the trivia. But
I like that name, Overly Strung.
isn't that cool? Yeah, Kitty and we go way back like a bra strap now.
Like a bra strap.
So I
don't know which was better. Going way back.
Pardon me?
I said, no, I don't know which is even better, going way back like a bra strap or the Overly Strung.
Okay, so our first correct answer is from Griswold Family Vacations. So let me go ahead and make a note on that. And that will be
Thank you. Congratulations. Woohoo.
That will be a
Good one.
$10 gift certificate.
I see somebody else is ready to come in. Here comes Lucy. Hi, Lucy.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations.
Lucy and Brian. Yeah. Hoo-hoo with Whoa, Nelly. Thank you very much. Another great supporter. And, we met down in Quartzsite, didn't we?
Yes.
We did.
you
We
guys
met in Quartzsite.
Yes. Not yet.
No, but you were in spirit.
Yes, she
heard.
was. She was in spirit, that's for sure.
I have to admit, I do like, I just saw a video put out a couple days ago from your hike to Palms Canyon. And Michael said something about, my wife. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it's good to know that when I'm not around, he's still talking good about me.
And this is Grace. She is here in spirit.
That's right.
I'm
That's
bummed
what
that
she
you didn't,
was. Yes.
I'm bummed that you didn't
Grace-
go.
That's because he knows I'll haunt him.
Well, some people were wondering if you would have gone on the hike up to Palm Canyon. And I said, I thought you would give it a try.
No, I would have waited for you.
Well,
You would
probably
have,
would
huh?
at least walked up to the sign.
I'm afraid of heights.
I just figured she'd put a rope on my belt and say, giddy up, giddy up.
That's what the dogs are for.
That's what the dogs are for. Yeah, Kaliki would have helped you. Come on.
Oh, so I want to go back to the trivia for the national parks. Make sure that you send us an email at michael@californiatravelvideos.com so we can go ahead and get that gift certificate out to you. And do you have the wheel ready to spin, honey?
I think I do, but I've only had 4 contestants there, so I feel like we have some more. I have New Horizons, Griswold family, B and D, Brian, and Amy. So if there's anybody else, put the number 1 and hit enter, and I'll get you in, and then we'll kind of close it down. But
all right,
not-
last chance. Put a 1 and hit enter.
you know what? Remember the Hunger Games? Those of you who saw it,
May the odds
when they
be
had to go
forever
in and they
your
say,
favor.
"May that was." So go ahead, say it again, honey.
May the odds be forever in your favor.
That's right. May the odds be forever in your favor. So I think that's what we've got so far. So I think
There
I'm
we
going
go.
to go
Kenny
ahead.
just came in and he put a 1, it looks like. So you got
Oh,
one
okay,
on there.
Kenny. I'm going to
Oh,
just
okay,
write
good,
that
Kenny,
in.
good.
Hi, Kenny.
So you have a 20% chance of winning if your name is on that wheel. It's too bad Michael's in
Great.
the other room.
Did I miss a
Okay.
wheel? I missed a wheel? What?
Oh, I'll
Would
put
you like to be
you
on
in.
the wheel?
No,
Lucy
you're,
likes
you're,
to
you
be on
have
the wheel.
time.
What wheel are we talking about?
The Wheel of Fortune.
I got you.
8 o'clock.
Lucy and Brian. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can switch over to the other screen. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtains. I'm going to reduce
Bring
myself a
yourself
little bit.
down. We can't see. There we go. I'm gonna.
Okay, so here we go.
That's high tech.
Down.
Time to
5,
spin that
4,
wheel.
3. What's that?
Spin that wheel.
Wheel. Here we go. Spinning, baby. May the odds be forever in your favor. And the winner is. Oh, don't give me a blank. Come on. Shoot. I'm teasing. I'm teasing. One more time. Oh, will it be a blank again?
Can we?
It has to be. It has to be.
I'm sorry, there are no winners today. Grace, you are not a winner. Okay, I got to remove that person. I know that it's like testing me. Oh gosh, will it be 3 times? I am going down in flames.
The other blank.
Amy Kapar, $25. Grace, if you would write her name down, and all you'll need to do is go to email Michael at California. That's too long. I'm just going to say ctvfun.com or functv.com or California Travel Videos. So Michael at California Travel Videos, or you can use the shorthand because we have 3 email addresses that link to one another. Okay, so let's go back to the other screen. Grace, do you want to go ahead and do your second one?
Yes.
Can I ask a question before you go? Just
do.
to be careful for you guys. Danny is really good at national parks. Do you want? Do you want him to be eligible for all 3, or is it 1 win per person?
That's a good question, huh?
We didn't say the rules, so Danny, you are still in, and but we might we let everybody else have like a 10-yard advantage. So you have to kind of think about it for 10 seconds before you start to type it in.
Danny, you need to plug your ears and close your eyes for 3 seconds. Okay, so this next question is actually just a wee bit more difficult. So that question, I bet Kitty will get this right. Kitty, give Danny a run for his money. What national park is home to the longest cave systems in the world?
Ooh.
Is it the Canyonlands, Mammoth Cave, Carlsbad Caverns, or the Great Basin National Park or Basin?
Great
Basin
National Park.
Okay.
Or 1, 2, or 3.
Linda said that Danny is Googling it. Oh, Nelly,
Mammoth Caves.
Woo-hoo!
I had to earn my spot on the wheel.
Okay. In fact,
Grace.
What? That might not be right.
Uh-oh.
Grace, I have a change of heart.
What?
I don't know if it's the wine speaking or what, but if there's some kind of a fee associated with the $10, I don't know if that there is, but I think we should. I know this is not ethical, but I think we should up it to $20 for each of them.
Well, okay, that's up to you.
Okay, so you heard it here. It's not $10 anymore. It's $20. So we've got 2 $20 certificates so far, $125.
Okay, so I when I said it may not be right, it's because I wasn't reading from the right part of my information. So Mammoth Caves National Park preserves the world's longest known cave system. Mammoth Cave is a limestone labyrinth with more than 400 miles of it explored. And
what about that one in Vietnam? Is it not 400 miles?
Honey, we're talking about national parks.
Oh, I thought you said or anywhere in the world, but maybe I misunderstood.
National parks. And the park estimates a potential for another 600 miles in its system.
Wow.
I think I lost my
So
connection.
1,000 miles, which I'm actually not surprised because we have these levees that go from the American River, and then the levees take the water down through Sacramento Valley and into Central California. And the levees
Excuse me, Grace, did you fade out or is it just mine? I don't know. Is anybody else as Grace? Did she fade out or can you hear her well?
I heard her fine.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
just me then.
Typical
Go ahead,
husband
darling.
stuff.
Sorry.
Typical husband stuff. They can never hear you.
They start to
Yeah,
hear
that
you
is
and then it
true.
kind of fades.
Right?
Collective.
Did you want me to do the next one, honey, or did you want to wait for a little while?
No, but I would like to say if anybody else wanted to get in on the contest, please enter the number 1 at this time. We have still New Horizons, the Griswold, B and D, Brian, Kenny, and Lucy still
And
in the
this is for a
contest.
$25 spin.
This is another 25.
Woohoo.
Kitty can hear me.
Eh?
Hit that one. We have Really Creative Travel.
Okay.
Add that name.
Howdy, Blaine.
You got to be careful because Blaine is very lucky and wins a lot on wheels.
Who is
I
that?
don't know. I don't know, Blaine. I don't know if I think he should be up here or not.
Came in late though, so he gave everybody a chance.
You know, it's funny, when I was still working with AT&T, we would have these random contests. We've got Linda Barker to add to that name, honey.
Linda, good.
Mo
Welcome,
bang
Linda.
for your bucks. Kenny,
Yep,
we've got
Mobang.
you.
Linda, and who else?
Kitty.
I think I just heard a
Number one
bird
and
walk
hit
across
enter.
the roof.
Oh, Kitty. Okay.
So when we would have these contests to win prizes, the majority of
Mobang.
times I never won.
Mobang.
But sometimes I would walk in and I would see something that I really, really wanted. And I would say with all the belief in the world, don't bother putting in your ticket. I already won. And people would get so mad because it never failed when I did that. I always won.
It's
Ooh.
because you put the suggestion in their heads that you were going to win.
Right?
Well, Michael will
this-
tell you, I'm a seer.
But this is true when it came to the our last house renter, before I enticed her to come into my lair, to marry me, is that, yeah, she had a spot and she did kind of tell the landlord that, hey, this is it.
Yeah.
And he was mesmerized. Okay, Grace. Okay.
Yeah. My last spot before I met Michael, I'd come to this area temporarily with my work. I was transferred. And Kitty wants to be removed from the contest, honey. She doesn't want to enter. She doesn't want to earn money. She thinks it's funny.
Oh, okay. Well, you're right. It is dirty money, and there will be IRS agents as well as the law enforcement.
Right.
One of those 3-letter acronyms. So, okay, we got it to go. So
So-
I'm going to see if I get some better. I still see one blank there, but hey, I'm doing the best I can. So I think you can see the screen. I don't know, Grace, if you want to maximize my screen here.
Now, one more question here. Since I'm already being told I'm a hater by Danny, is Amy still on there, and can she win again? Or do we want
It's funny. I thought her name would be there. I don't see it there, so I must have hit the erase button. So here we go. Thanks for asking about that, though.
And you
Okay,
might
it is
Oh, you're
spinning
sitting
the
already.
wheel of fame and fortune. It looks like it's going to be so
Oh,
close.
yes.
Oh, come on, Lucy. I thought you had it.
Blaine.
I was
Okay,
pushing
right.
the needle
Creative.
to Blaine because I wanted to
Nicely
prove
done.
he wins.
Okay, you want me to write this down?
I was going,
$25.
go, 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 go. Congratulations, Blaine.
That's too funny.
I've seen him win way too many times to doubt it.
So we have our last trivia for the national parks. But first I have to finish telling you about my old apartment. So when I went to go view it, he met with me and I wrote him the check for the security clearance. And he said, and I told him, I said, call me when with the date that I can move in. He says, well, not so quick. I've got one more person that I'm going to be showing the place to. And I looked at him. I said, okay, well, you're going to be calling me probably within the next hour or so. So I really don't know why you're showing it to him, but go ahead. An hour later. So you can move in on the 20th.
Awesome.
So anyway, so let's get to that last trivia question. Now this one, we're going to talk about what California really wants: water. What national park is home to the deepest lake in the United States? Is it
Ooh,
Kenai
the deepest.
Fjords? Is it Crater Lake? Is it the Great Basin? Or is it Lake Clark?
Lake Clark?
Dune, dune. I know, I never heard of Lake Clark either. Okay, we've got Kitty saying, Kitty's right behind Griswold's Family Vacation, saying Crater. And Griswold, ding, 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 ding. Crater Lake National Park in Southern Oregon is home to, you guessed it, Crater Lake, the deepest lake in the United States. Created about 7,700 years ago. And it's up to, apparently the lake is deep enough to submerge the Empire State Building 1.5 times.
Wow.
To me, that doesn't seem that deep.
For a lake, that sounds pretty deep.
1.5
I'm
times
on the
to
bottom of
the
it.
Empire. I think Lake Tahoe's deeper.
I know at one point they didn't know how deep the bottom of Lake Tahoe was.
I know.
Right.
I remember I was there when they had the boat going back and forth with all the data throughout
Yeah.
the whole lake, going looking for the depth.
Uh-huh.
I love the random trivia about Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe.
Oh yeah, I mean, I lost my car keys once. You know, I was on the ferry boat and it went to the bottom. Ice dove down, but it was so cold down there.
Mm.
Okay, so amazingly, when the mafia would dump their dead over the boat to the bottom of the river, it would sink down all the way to the bottom, and they would pull those bodies up 50 years later, and they would still be intact because they were just like freeze dried. Even the fish
Wow.
wouldn't eat them. Okay, so wait a minute. I got to go back real quick and just make sure who was first on that last answer. Hi, Paula. Nice to see you.
Howdy, Paula. Good to see you, dear. Hope you're staying toasty. Well, it's a little warmer for you now, I do believe, isn't it? Kind of curious, but loving your videos. And man, she is like got both jets on, and her channel is doing well. Van Vita Travels, and she does so many live streams. Well, she's, I guess, cut it down to 2. I mean, that's a lot. We're just kind of coming up to 2, which, by the way, Saturday at 4:30 Pacific time, I'm doing interviews and critiques and also community, the same way Donovan was doing it. So encourage you to come over there if you're interested in the live streams. But Paula is like doing a lot of good stuff now with her ambulance renovations. And of course, she's got these special guests all the time. Grace, you got a tail wagging behind you. What is going on?
He says, I want to go for a walk, Daddy. Okay, so Kitty actually overstrung, got that last answer. So we're going to send her a $20 gift card. Make sure you email Michael at functv.com.
.com.
Just functv.com. I forgot. It was too long.
Okay, and Michael at functv.com or Michael at ctvfun.com. Or if you do it the old-fashioned way, Michael at californiatravelvideos.com. All 3 will work. You don't get 3 prizes if you send all 3 email addresses. But yay, you can send all 3 email addresses. And if you're a winner, you'll get a chicken dinner. No, you'll get $25 if it's a spin of the wheel, and $20, I think we said, if it happens to be a contest winner.
Exactly. So, honey, we wanted
Yes.
to make sure we've got about 15 minutes left. And we would love each and every one of you to have an opportunity to tell us about your channel. So Lucy's channel, let me go over here real quick, is Whoa Nelly. Okay, and let me make sure I spell whoa correctly because there's numerous ways that can be spelled. It's WHOA Nelly, also numerous ways, NELLIE RV Adventures. Whoa Nelly at RV Adventures. So Nelly, tell us about your channel.
You know, this is awfully close, people.
Oh, okay. You like that better?
I saw that too was wet. I got it for you now.
So I've got a good question for you, Lucy. You're going to be heading up to Oregon. Have you kind of started to envision the videos that you'll be doing, or did you just kind of get there and just wing it? I'm just curious on your style.
Well, our meetup in Oregon isn't going to be our only stop on the trip. We're actually heading to all the Northwest states. So hopefully getting to the Dakotas. And if I can talk Brian into it, getting as far as Niagara Falls.
Oh, you're really going.
That would be
That's what I'm hoping. It depends on how far I can take Brian. But yeah, so our meetup is going to be just our first stop on this trip. So I'm pretty excited. Most of my videos, I wing it. I get the feel of the area, and then I just record what looks good or right for the area at the time, and then I go back and edit. And I just kind of follow the video's prerogatives on how I edit and how the video turns out. So, no, I'm a wing it kind of girl. I'm the fly by the seat of my pants kind of girl. If I got a plan, I don't enjoy it so much. And I know there's a lot of planners out there that really enjoy planning. I'm not one of them.
No, I hear you. I like to go any way the wind blows, so to speak. It seems like it adds a lot of stress to have a plan, because then when things don't go right, you get all freaked out about it.
Yeah, and we've experienced a number of times where, you know, because you do have to have some sort of plan when you're going on that long of a trip, at least a direction. And there's been a number of times where something didn't go right, but it took us over into this direction. Oh, wow, we never would have found that. You know,
Exactly.
I love that part of traveling.
Serendipitously.
Yes.
So Nate, why don't you tell us about your channel and your beautiful babies?
I'm Nate with Land Cloud Adventures. A lot of my videos right now are shorts that are just fun with the dogs. That's kind of what my channel has grown with. Once I get to travel, we'll be doing more traveling videos. I've got to get better with editing and learning that. It's a completely new skill set for me. I'm a numbers guy with finance, so it's going to take a different part of my brain, but I'm excited to do it and go travel for a few years. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. I know this community is great. You mentioned Paula earlier. I know Teresa up here has helped Gina, and Gina's with now the name, her channel name is going to escape me right now, but Van Life with Gina. But so many around here, and Lucy was one of my early supporters on my first live stream too. So I just want to thank everybody in the community. Everybody around here supports each other so well, and I just encourage all of us to keep it up as we all continue to grow.
Perfect. I look forward to your journey and to watching it for sure, because it's a dream come true. Mike and Teresa, now I want to make sure I spell this for you, because it is meant to be, and that is a number 2 and the letter B, meant to be RVing. So tell us about your channel.
Well, first, before we start talking about our channel, I just want to thank you two, because I mean, tonight it's really all about you two, and congratulations to your 1K, but also thank you for picking up where Blue Wave and then Donovan with RV on the Wayside pickup. Y'all are following right in those shoes and going to keep the community together and growing for new channels come in. I think it's awesome. Thank you two for what y'all are fixing to do for the community. So for those who don't know, be sure and be checking in with these guys, because they're definitely going to help some of some of all of us really, grow and just make this community bigger and stronger than what it already is. And Grace, I'm really excited to get to meet you here in just a couple of weeks. So
She'll be a good drinking
but our
buddy.
channel, I know.
Speaking of drinking buddy, I share with you Michael's glass. Mine says, and you may or may not get this pun. This is another one I know Overstrung will get. Winter is here. Anybody?
Winter
Is here.
Is that similar to Winter is Coming, but now it's here? Or am I
It
missing
has in reference to a HBO show.
Okay,
Game
I'm
of
thinking.
Thrones, baby.
Oh, Game of Thrones. Okay.
Yeah, I never
nice.
watched Game of Thrones.
It's absolutely, if you're going to binge on anything, that's definitely one of the highlights for our binging time. That and the one from, I always forget the name of it, not New Zealand, from Scotland, where she goes through the stone.
Outlanders.
The Outlanders.
Oh yeah, Outlanders is
Yeah.
good.
The Outlanders rock. Those
I've
are
got to
my
say, the
favorite.
Outlanders. There was one show, it had, I don't know, gratuitous, I don't know, violence, whatever you want to call it, but it was extreme. Grace could watch it. I was like a wuss.
Which one?
It was kind of like a season end where there was torture involved. I thought, no moss, too much.
The Outlanders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At any rate, it's a great show, and the romance and the relationship between people, and you would think, oh, it's a period piece, but then it morphs into the future, into the current time, and goes back and forth in different places. So it doesn't jump the shark, as some might say, but it's really an awesome story.
Honey, we have a guest here with us I'd like to introduce, and that is
Yes.
Boardman,
I
a.k.a.
think
Kenneth, and he's going to join us here.
Okay.
Hey everyone,
Hey,
Hello,
Kenneth.
how are you tonight?
doing all right. I think this is my first time up on your panel, I believe.
I do believe so, but you're going to have to pay for it because you said you might want to be a moderator. So guess what? You are effective now. You're a mod, baby.
Thank you very much.
Kenneth is a great guy, and I was so fun working with you, being on your channel, and you're so thoughtful and kind to people, and people can't help but be attracted to you. And I'm just so excited about your business adventure. Do you want to say a little bit about what's going on in your life?
I am fixing to graduate auto mechanic school here. I've just got tomorrow as far as in-person class, and then I've got next week as the final exams, and I am going to graduate as far as May the 11th of this year. So I'm looking forward to hopefully sometime in the next near future to be able to help somebody who can't afford a garage, and be able to work on people's cars. Of course, I'm going to start out small. I'm going to either work at O'Reilly's or work at Federated or Napa or something like that.
Good, because it's good to, there's obviously the business side of it, but as we talked about when you were working on your PowerPoint, is to do, the preventive maintenance. People who do good preventive maintenance, they don't need to do that much in the corrective maintenance. So I think you got a great business plan coming up.
Thank you, and I hope it plans out. I hope it works out for me here in the next near future.
It's going to. Yeah, you've got the right attitude, and if we can do anything to help you, just let us know. I know enough to be dangerous, that's for sure.
Well, I've always had a saying, Kenneth, and that is, if you can see it and believe it, you will achieve it. Mm-hmm. So see it, believe it, and we believe you're going to achieve it.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Hey, guess who came here? We were just watching her video. Colorado Martini. I wonder if she wants to come on up.
I asked her. I'm hoping she'll come and join us.
Okay, well, if you're interested, we were
Colorado,
just kind of watching your last video, and that was great.
Yeah, we were just watching it tonight, in fact, and she and I have a tentative date for San Diego. We both love history. So we'd love to collaborate on a video about Ramona.
Ramona.
And they put out
Ramona.
fascinating videos too.
Pardon me?
They put out fascinating videos too.
They do. They're very well thought out. And she's got that great energy, looks right at the camera lens, which we all aspire to, and has a story that's worth telling. And as well as she does her podcast and so many other things with her life, she's the kind of got a platform.
Yes.
And speaking of which, Lucy, is that I saw your video for critique the other day and on the footprints, and it was, what can I say? It was so poetic. And I just want to congratulate you on having something that, you know, you look underneath the top of the iceberg, and you your videos have deep meaning. So, you know, it's some people, you know, it's okay if it's just expositional. What you see is what you get. But that was one fantastic video. So
thank you.
I just
That was
want to say
actually one of my
congratulations on that.
Thank
What's
you.
that?
That was actually one of my planned videos. That
I
one,
thought it was, yes.
I wrote the wording. I planned out the whole, all the steps of the video and everything like that. That's one of my rare planned videos.
Well, I think it's good too to sprinkle them. You know, if you've got some, you know, to me, the definition of hell is doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's good to have growth and to try different things and see what your fans like. And also some of it is, you know, if you can spend a lot of time, but you don't get much benefit, then, well, maybe I'll do something a little different next time. So that's the great thing about YouTube is we get feedback. What's that?
I just have to learn to talk to the camera.
That's true. That is true. And it takes time.
Yeah.
So we have about 4 minutes left, and I just want to make sure that we cover everybody. And so in closing, tell us, we're just going to go from the panel with Mike and Teresa to Kenneth to Lucy, and then to Nate. So tell us what you feel is the most important thing about being successful. What makes you successful? No pressure.
Teresa and Mike, we'll have you go first. Here you go.
Well, actually, I have to say what makes us feel successful is just actually when, you know, people come and hang out with us and just have a good time. I mean, to me, we kind of got into what we're doing for a family.
Yeah.
It wasn't to really go anywhere else with it. So that we've met this whole community, and the friends that we have and the relationships, you know, that are just lifelong. And
Yeah, that's true.
it's, you know, it's just pretty amazing. So y'all are amazing.
Well, thank you. You know, that is great things. I completely agree. She's spot on. And it's so much about it is giving. And once you've done that, is that the rest just kind of falls in place, because ultimately, if it's work, you know, probably at some point it's going to be like me doing the same thing over and over again. But when you have a good relationship with the other people, and you're kind of like a mom, a young mom. So, and Mike, you too, is that you guys are very supportive of one another. And as a couple, you know, whether it's face to face or online, it's you guys are genuine, real people, and it's good to see you enjoying life. It really, you radiate that. So thank you.
Thanks so much for sharing.
Yeah,
And
thank you,
Kenneth, what do you
Kenneth.
hope,
Congratulations.
what do you hope to achieve with your channel?
Well, I hope to eventually get to that 1K goal, and I also be able to put out some videos that will help people with their vehicles, some how-to videos, because I know most people when they want to learn how to work on their cars, or whether it's even a lawnmower or whatever they're needing to repair work on, they usually just go to YouTube and search it up. And I'm hoping to put out some informative videos that will help them.
That'll be awesome. And we definitely look forward to having a party with you real soon.
Thank
Lucy?
you.
Yes.
Michael, can you get us to Lucy? There she is. So tell us, what is it that you feel is the keys to being successful with YouTube?
Perseverance.
I agree.
It's you know, for some people they're lucky to have that sprint and get to the 1,000 really quick, but for most of us it's a good slow steady pace, and you don't want to give up. You want to just keep persevering until you reach it. And I'm close. Woohoo!
You
Well
are.
deserved too. Well deserved. I mean, your stuff out there is all quality work. So, you know, some people, they just keep throwing spaghetti at the wall, but yours, you know, it always has a rich story. And, you know, if you get a chance, if you don't already subscribe to her, at least go check it out and give her some likes. And before you know it, you'll be one of her fans too. So thank you.
I just need to be as good as you guys at talking to the camera, because I'm sure that if I talked to the camera more when I'm recording, and the audience sees more talking rather than just the creative art part. I don't know. You guys let me know. Should I talk more?
Well, I will say this, you know, if you have a teleprompter and you can look at the words. No.
And you sound
But
like
there
you're
is something to
reading.
be said. It's sometimes where you use that, but you know, some people will do bullet points, or some people, they've kind of rehearsed it. I find that if you are extemporaneously, some people are better than others, and you will get better in time. But some people, you know, they just have kind of a knack of rap. And you know, I will say this for those who find it a challenge, is that if you need to, is put a picture next to the camera of your best friend, your mom, or whomever, and just be kind of talking to that picture. And it makes it a little bit easier when you're not thinking about that red, cruel lens when you stumble on the words.
Right?
All right, let's talk to Nate for a minute here.
Absolutely.
Nate, you've got a big adventure coming. So tell us what you're most looking forward to sharing.
Well, everybody knows my goal is to see the Northern Lights, and then Alaska the year after that. Those will be the two big ones, but there's going to be so much in between. I don't know. I'm a little bit like Lucy, where I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants, or I always have been. And you know, when I worked for the government, I would just wake up that morning, even if I had to like go to DC or something. I didn't pack till that morning of 15 minutes before out the door. I'm learning this year, it might be the parks and everything might be too busy, where you might have to get reservations ahead of time, as I started planning Minnesota today. But to your other question, I think the two biggest things is to have fun. Like Teresa said, people enjoy, especially with everything going on, they really enjoy the channels that they go and they can have fun and they can sense it in you. I can think of Teresa. One of my favorite on their channel was when they host that game where you got to go run and have it. That was a blast the night that I got to participate in that. I can think of other lives where, I mean, who doesn't love it when Danny or Blaine or somebody gets Kenny just cracking up, where he can't stop laughing, and it's infectious. So I think having fun, and then the other thing is just going beyond what you are comfortable with. That's a big priority to me, is making the most of every day and going outside your comfort zone. I would have never thought I was going to do this, but the more I've done lives, I've found that even in work, I have no problem giving presentations anymore, where I used to it used to scare the heck out of me. And now it's like, well, I come on and put myself out to the world every week. So it's not a big deal anymore. So pushing your bounds, having fun, and being willing to fail.
Totally agree with you. Well, we definitely thank each and every one of you for being here. And again, you know, without you in the community, let me see if I can switch our channels here. There we go. You know, without all of you, we wouldn't be here. And we definitely want to thank our viewers, because we really appreciate you being here with us and commenting and hitting like and making us feel like what we're doing is relevant, and for being here to party. So I need a new glass.
Woo! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations again on the
Yes,
1K.
congratulations. Woohoo!
Well, we definitely look forward to seeing you on your shows, and we're going to go ahead and close so we don't go too far into the next channel's time frame. Michael?
And if you're available, it's Saturday at 4:30. If you're interested in looking at our video that just came out, we did a premiere, the first one this morning, and it was on communications when you're out in the boondocks. Doesn't have to be, but we've got Elon Musk that has a fascinating life, but we've talked about his latest adventure, SpaceX and Starlink. So if you're interested in Starlink, there's a fun video doing, and Grace has got one coming out soon near Sacramento at Folsom. So that's our new shows coming up. But until then, thanks again for your support, and always give us feedback. You know, we'd like to grow with you. And if there's things we can do to help you on your channels, feel free to send us an email or chat with us and let us know what we can do to make the community a better place.
Until next time, happy trails.
Happy trails to you.
Bye-bye.
Peace out. Bye for
Bye.
now. Happy
That's up to you.
trails to you until we meet